Morning, welcome along to Generation X Tech. Another episode, and take a good look at this car because it's the last time you'll see it. Today's new car day, exciting. So I'm trading in this 2016 pre-facelift Skoda Superb Mark III for a brand new one. So this episode is going to be the pickup and you'll get to see the new car. So here we go then. Let's take the old car back to the dealership. It's been a good car the last 3 years, completely reliable. It's done 48,941 miles. So let's hit the start button for the very last time. There we go. Oh, and it's saying change the key battery. Well, I'm not going to do that. And it wants fuel. That's because if I'm taking it back to the garage, then I don't want to be giving them too much fuel. So I've got 65 miles on the tank. It's about a 25-mile journey to the dealer. Should be enough to get there. And I've a bit left over as well. So while we're on the way to the dealer, let's have a look at what we've got in this car and then see what the differences are going to be in the facelift that I'm getting. They're both the top end Lauren and Clement model. I like my toys, which is why I went for that model. And it's going to be interesting to see differences between them. There are some subtle differences. The new one, for example, will have the virtual cockpit, whereas this one's got the conventional dials. Both have got the Canton sound system.
Speed camera reported ahead.
Thank you, Waze. Both have got Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. This one has got the front screen heater, but I think the new one has it as well, but it's thermal glass as opposed to the wavy lines which you get in this model. This one has a reversing camera, but I did have to spec it as an optional extra. The facelift version, the L&K, has it as standard, so that's fortunately something that I didn't have to spec as an extra. One thing I did go for on the new car that I haven't gone for on this one is traffic sign recognition, because although it's available on this one, I didn't see much point in it because it doesn't do much apart from put a traffic sign up on the dashboard to tell you what the speed limit is. The new one apparently is integrated with the adaptive cruise control, so it will actually react to speed limits, so it'll be interesting to have a play with that to see what it's like. In the back, this one has got tri-zone climate control, which is also present on the new one as well, and a fairly small but very useful feature, what I find anyway, is the virtual pedal, which at the back you wave your foot under the back bumper and the boot opens for you. So that's very handy if you've got your hands full of things to put into it. One thing this has that the new car won't have is a TV tuner. Probably the most pointless feature ever, I would say. In the whole 3.5 years I've owned this car, I think I've probably used it twice, and that's just to keep the kids occupied while the other half popped into the supermarket and we waited in the car. Here we go then, on the last mile of the journey. So I'll soon be saying goodbye to this faithful old car. Well, it's not really an old car, is it? Faithful car. And taking my delivery. All exciting stuff. Here we are then. Let's find somewhere to park. Hello. I see a car under a little cover in the dealership. I think that might be mine. There we go. There we go. One final look. It's kind of sad actually. Do we think that might be it? Okay, how did they get that picture of me on the radio?
Lovely. So,
Right.
pick this up to unveil your lovely new Superb L&K.
There we go.
There you go.
Shiny, shiny.
Absolutely.
Excellent. With the reveal done, Dan at Wings did a fantastic job with the handover. He even put my old car and new car together for a photo opportunity. Right, there we go. All the paperwork's done, all the handover's done. Just got to take it home now and play. There we are. I'll tell you what, that dash is going to be a lot of fun. Right, so this is a petrol engine rather than the diesel, so this is going to take a little bit of getting used to. Torque at different ends, but it's still a turbo. There is something particular about driving a brand new car. The smell and the fact that nobody else really has driven it before. It's got 8 miles on the clock. Put a little notch on the speedo, as well as having the speed limit at the top of the screen. It's put a notch on the speedo where the speed limit is. So the car itself is absolutely buttery smooth. You know, being a petrol, you haven't got that clattery diesel thumping away in the background. Not that that was at all bad on the old car, but it's just completely different. Right, so I've engaged the cruise control now, and it's automatically engaged it at the speed limit. I had to do that manually in the old car. And as there's average speed cameras on this bit now, I can just let it roll. Quick look through the different views of the virtual dash. There we are. There, that's the basic version there. So it's just giving me the speed and how much range I've got on the fuel. Interestingly, on this basic mode, it's taken out the fuel gauge and temperature gauge indicators on either side. Now, why are we slowing down? Is it really slowing me down for the roundabout? Roundabout ahead. Absolutely spot on. I love this. So I didn't actually need to disengage the cruise control to go around that roundabout. That was always what I needed to do on the old car. Right, so it's telling me it's a 40 limit ahead now. The only thought really is that it slows you down a little bit early for driving standards. There's nothing behind me at the moment, so it's not causing anything a problem. So it does make sure that you're doing the speed limit as soon as you get into it. In the real world, that doesn't really happen with people driving manually. People will start to slow down when they see the sign, and they're probably doing the speed limit once they get 50 yards or so into it. First beep. Didn't take long, did it? Stupid lorry. Interestingly, the engine start-stop hasn't kicked in yet. Oh, there we go. Just as the lights turn green, start-stop kicked in. Oh my goodness me, that kicked in extremely quickly though. Engine restart was instant. So, we're home. It's only a facelift model and it's only 3.5 years newer, but wow, what a difference.